Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello. Okay,
everyone.
today are so exciting that we decide to do a special series to serve whoever is our follower or even you who are interested in energy, okay, to transform your life
Yeah.
through energy. So here, I'm if in case you are first time hearing me, okay. So my name is Lucine. Hello, everyone. Okay, so and together with me we have Jace.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
And we have Jiaqing.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with my two beloved mentors of mine. So yeah, I think it's very interesting now. What we're going to do. Yeah, guys. So I pass back to Lucy.
Okay, so we, apart from Jason, because most of the time everyone is listen to me and Jace, right? Okay, so we are very excited. We have one ambassador now coming out. Okay, Jiaqing. Wow,
Jiaqing
I'm
Ambassador, yes.
yeah. I'm
Am
very
I the
proud
first
of her.
one?
Yes,
Of
first one,
course,
first
you're the
one.
very first one, and I
Yes.
personally very proud on your transformation journey. So
Yes.
I believe a lot of people can really inspire and really learn from your story as well. So together, that's why we decide this channel. Okay, so we do our best to have weekly sharing on each of the every different topic. How you can also transform or change your life from the perspective of energy. So that is our why of creating this channel, and you can really benefit as well. So today, what is the topic is like, judging. Have you ever experienced that? Someone telling you that, okay, in your life, right, you must really hardworking in order to success. Does it sound familiar to you?
Yeah, it's very familiar. I mean, I personally think that I grew up in this kind of culture and environment. Is that I need to put a lot of effort, a lot of hard work to get whatever I want. So in my past of my life, actually, whatever I want to do, right, I will put in a lot of effort. Like I think it's like more than people. Yeah,
Like
this how
study?
study, like whatever I study, exercise, doing public speaking, joining a club, whatever thing. Yeah,
Oh,
because I'm not sure
interesting.
is it because of my personal issue, like I don't have enough self confidence of myself. So I always think that I'm not enough. So I will always put extra effort. But then
Mm.
right, I realized that I don't feel very happy. Even I put a lot of effort or even I achieve on my goal or what, right? I never feel happy on it. I will feel stressed and always feeling not enough on putting enough effort to get like even further result. You get what I mean? So I
Mm.
think yeah, by having this concept, right, it doesn't serve me well in my life. Yeah, I feel more stressful and unhappy. Is what I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah, so this line, this topic, today's topic is very interesting because in my whole life is similar to Jiaqing. Okay, so for everyone information, right? So actually, I'm coming from my my hometown is Malaysia actually. So
Mm,
my grown up kind of culture is a very Chinese kind of culture, which is wow, hardworking is the number one importance in life.
Mm.
Do you all feel so, Jace?
Yeah, it's the same. I was also brought up in a family that parents always say, okay, you must work hard in order for you to achieve something. Even in school, it's the same, right? Teachers will say, okay, you must work hard.
yeah.
And if you don't study hard enough, then you don't graduate well. Eventually, you won't get maybe the job that you want to do.
I think
So
this is a Chinese culture,
yeah,
right?
it's a Chinese culture, I think. Yes.
This I'm the only child in the
Mm,
family. So since young, my parents is always busy with their work. So
mm-hmm.
I don't kind of have much time to spend with them. Like
In,
yeah, it's very limited time to spend with them. And even I remember during my teenager time, okay,
mm,
teenage time. So my parents, their working hours is like crazy. It's more than 15 hours or even 20 hours per day. Yeah, you cannot imagine
So
that.
they
Yes.
only have like 4 hours rest.
Yes, exactly. Hours is PM, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Like about that. So you can
Wow,
imagine how worse
Wow,
their health.
that's really very hard work. A lot of hard work.
Yeah,
a
more than
lot.
10 years. So, um, as me come up with this kind of background, so this kind of mindset, the hard work mindset already imprint in my DNA.
Mm,
And it's kind of like, wow, in order to make a living, a person must be really sacrifice a lot. So this is my belief last time, which in term,
Mm,
which is very very true that when I enter to the workforce, so
mm,
I became an auditor, okay, last
mm,
time, and then I also working similar like that kind of pattern. So this is very interesting that I unknowingly repeating the patterns that I don't like. Because
mm.
I personally I feel that my parents working so hard and then eventually they make their health so bad, and then they don't feel happy at all. That they always tell me that they are very tired. Of course they are tired. You see only 4 hours. Even Jiaqing, you also show me the face. How can it be possible, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
they continue for that kind of lifestyle for more than 10 years. I remember, one time there's one incident that during because they only sleep in the day. That means it's 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
mm.
So until one time when my mother is driving the car, then she become very sleepy. Then we
Mm-hmm.
got to like wake her up. I
Oh,
still I
she fell
still
asleep
sleep.
lah while she
Yeah,
was
yeah, not
driving.
enough sleep,
Okay.
not enough rest. And at the night, right, because my parent is doing kueh mueh, the food
Oh,
industry.
Oh, the great, the like the
great
cake
lah.
stuff. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they are produce supplier. They are supplier. That means
the
they
Mm.
are making
suppliers. Okay.
a few thousand of
No
piece.
wonder lah, they only sleep for 4 hours.
Yeah, now you understand. But the worst case is because of the of her mind and the body is very very tired, right? When
Mm.
she lighten up the gas, there is an incident when the gas pumping out and then burst and burn her half of the face
Oh my God.
and half of the body as well. But luckily it's not very serious kind of burn. It's very just 1 second kind of things.
Okay.
Mm.
So that really caused me me to feel that this is very dangerous. But
Mm,
for my mom, she just find that okay, this is an incident. Then okay, accident. This is an accident. Then after that, luckily there's no injury. Then she continue. She continued that kind of lifestyle. She don't feel anything wrong in this kind of hard work kind of mindset. So luckily, eventually, I met Jace lah. Thank you so much for for the universe to bring this thing to happen. So it's the one that Jace telling me that actually that is the things in human body it is not only physical body.
Mm.
So there are actually 5 layer of body. The first
Oh,
time I
interesting.
listen to this is like, what do you mean? You mean I got 5 body? like that kind of things. So she said that no. Okay, there's 5 layers of body. So one of the fundamental, which is the impact a lot, is called energy body. So that is how my whole lifespan start to change. That is the beginning of the changing point of me. So how about Jiaqing? So I believe just now you share right in
Mm.
your past life, so-called past life. Okay, last time you also believe that hard work brings success in your life. But what is the thing that changed, the turning point? Anything change happened to you?
Mm. I honestly think that after meeting you guys, like recently, yeah. I mean, not only meeting you guys, I think my environment also changed because after I changed my work, I actually started my working, in my current one is in Singapore, but then I just work from home. But their environment, I feel like is very important. The people that I surround with is different than people I meet in the past. They are super
But
different and super just very different. And I feel like they actually change my mindset a lot.
they are very vibrant. They are very exciting. They are
Yeah,
passionate with what they are doing, right?
yes, exactly. I mean, they are not lazy people. They hardworking. I mean, they work very hard. They also play very hard. They also know how to rest. They know how to balance their life, and they also find me weird. Like I always work from the day to night, and they will always ask me to rest. Seriously, they're like, "Why are you still working on this hour?" And then my leader, right, always ask me to take leave. Like he always tell me to count, See, JQ, you still have 12 more days to take your leave. Remember to take leave. Like we need to like schedule a meeting, to discuss when I need to take my leave. Serious.
But Jiaqing,
Because like a lot of leave.
this is the life you are having right now, right? So
Yeah,
for
right
I
now.
believe for most of the audience who is listening to us, right? They're also curious. They also want to have this kind of life. So what is the turning point for me? For me, right? My turning point from like what you just mentioned, Jiaqing, like
Mm.
working from day and night, like no day, no light kind night kind of the working life. This kind of life is the time when I first met Jace, right? I also tell her that this is kind. I thought this is normal. This is kind of working life. Then Jace
Mm.
also give me a face, huh? Who on the earth were working like that? So I still remember, I tell her that everyone is working like that. So Jiaqing, do you feel also that way before you change or you transform? You also thought that everyone also working day and night, right?
Okay, because I'm not sure about you.
Mm.
What I realized recently is that my friend, like the people in Singapore, right, they are more relaxed, not like my Malaysian friends. Yeah, because I feel like it's one of the reason that currency. Because
Ah.
actually most of my Singaporean friend, right, they have one like main job, right? They can actually survive already. But in Malaysia cannot. Most of my friend that want to have very successful life, right? They need to have main job and their part-time job, which is they will do MLM or do any side hustle after their work. So there's one phrase very, very popular in Malaysia.
Mm.
Morning you earn for your your living expense, and night you do it for your dream. You get what I mean? Yeah.
Ah.
So I think it's the method and also the platform problem. Yeah, it's
Mm.
the platform that how you earn money problem. It's like that's why they didn't realize. This is how I realized when I standing in the middle of the perspective to see the view of my friend,
Mm.
the
Mm.
environment. Yeah.
Mm. So
Mm.
interesting, Jace. How would you feel in this way? Because you already living in Singapore since teenage time. So your working life is like considered really Singapore culture, right? So how do you feel about this? Like hard work
Okay.
really meant doesn't change the life.
Okay, so for some of you, maybe some of you might know that I came from Hong Kong. So we know that last time Hong Kong, I think that was like many years back. But people always talk that Hong Kongers sometimes the pace in Hong Kong was it's very fast, right, as
Mm.
compared to maybe
Mm.
many years ago in Singapore. But of course, I think right now the pace is more or less quite similar. But since I mean the fact that I came from a very fast-paced city when I came to Singapore, in fact, I found that Singapore was pretty slow that time. That was like 20 over years back, lah. Okay, but again, I think not so much about the surrounding, but more about the belief and the teachings that I received from my parents from school. So since young, I somehow believe that I took on the belief that you want to success, you have to work really hard. So, and it sort of like reflected in my life. When I was younger, I did not really work hard in my studies in my primary school. So that was in Hong Kong. So I always failed all my subjects and my score was very poor. So
Mm.
it sort of like reinforced the belief that okay, you have to work hard, otherwise you don't get
Are you
results.
sure? I thought you are straight A student. You are the top 1, 2, 3 kind of student.
Yeah, that was the primary school. So I never really
Oh,
liked to study. So to me, studying is a chore. So when I was younger, I always got beaten from my mom because I never wanted to study. And true enough, I my results are really poor. And then so when I came to Singapore, then started then I have a sister and she really scored very well in school. So I thought okay, wanted to model her. So what happens? I started to work hard. So I start to like really study a lot. And I remember most of my friends, right? They would go out to play after school. Then
Mm.
for me, right, I always go back home and start to take out my practice exercise to do assignments. I keep practice, and practice. So I really put in a lot of hard work in my
mm.
studies. So guess what? Do you think I score well?
Yes lah, of course
A, right?
Okay. So you see, yeah. So after I put in a lot of hard work, right? Yes, I in fact became because I studied in a neighborhood school. So in fact, I was consecutively 3 years the best students lah for the whole level.
Wow.
So but
You
again,
see, I just saying.
okay.
Jace is always the smart girl.
But the interesting part is, so it sort of reinforced to me that I have to really work hard in order to get results. Okay, until
Because
then,
you tested the mindset before.
Nice.
yeah, but until I came when I went into uni, so the very similar thing. I continued to work hard, and
Mm.
I still get results right until I went into uni. I use the same method. I just keep like work hard, study, and read a lot of books and like do a lot of assessment and things like that. But I noticed this method no longer work for me. So despite I put in a lot of effort, work very hard, practice, right, I was still not able to get the results that I want. Yeah. So it's sort of like have a bell. You see, is it that I did not work hard enough, or was it something is not right? So that's my one turning point there that makes me think about hard work. Yeah. Then as
Oh.
I came out to in the society and start working, right, I also work very hard. And so because the last time I thought I wanted to climb the corporate ladder in a company. So I told myself, okay, I want to become like get promotions by this, and becomes the manager, the senior managers or a director. So I really put a lot of effort and work very hard in my work. But sad to say, very disappointed. As I work so hard, right, I did not actually get the promotion that I want. In fact, I see people who never work as hard as me, they got promoted.
Hey.
I actually agree with you because, like as you say lah, I last time when I study in not uni lah, in high school also. Actually, in primary school, my result quite okay one. It's like okay lah, you know. When I went into my primary school, no, secondary school, I don't know why, uh, my result just dropped lah. And then like I started to realize that oh my god, I actually feel ashamed lah. You know, I
Oh,
feel ashamed to have like very poor result. Like the ranking is very at the back. I feel
is it
ashamed.
is it not
Yeah, yeah,
even
yeah.
passing mark?
Passing you mean like subject or the average? Average I think sometimes got lah. It's like uh above average because I actually in the first or two I'm at the second class of my school. My the
Very competitive one.
yeah. So even I pass right, I still at the very back one.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
imagine.
So I also started to like what Jace just said lah. Like every day I go back home. I didn't go out to play with friends. I just go back do a lot of practice, like especially mathematics lah. Every day, every single question in the textbook, right? I will practice like every single question. And then like okay, the first time I actually score quite a good mark like, after do a lot of practice. But then at the final exam of my high school, right, I didn't do well. Even I put a lot of effort. But then my friend like they study like very easy one, right? They can even my friend she study like the novel during like like teacher teaching, or sleeping. But then when near to the final, right, she just concentrate on studying. She can really get 5A, 6A, no problem one.
People, that
I
is
seriously
so
don't know
called
what she
people
do.
good at study.
Yeah. I seriously watch. I seriously don't know what she do. I like focus on class. I do every question, practice every question. At the end, I still get like O B or C like this one. Like I don't understand why And then, but I didn't like just you have a turning like 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 think about it. I didn't Only until recently I started to think about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
see
yeah.
the people around me is different.
But do
So,
you
so
notice, right? So,
Mm.
do you notice that for, let's say, go back to study, right? Even for Lucine, like, have you noticed like there are certain subjects somehow, right? You feel it's easier, and you don't
yeah,
have to really put in that much hard work as you need as compared to other subjects. Have
yes.
you
To
experienced
me,
that?
yeah. To me, I'm kind of lucky lah. Kind of few of the subject I feel effortless one.
Yeah, what?
So only on few of the subject lah.
So,
But
so,
Mm.
so, yeah. So, Jiaxing, do you feel the same? Do you notice?
I still need put hard work to go and understand and go and memorize and go and. I think if you say easiest accounting law when I study in uni.
Okay. So maybe even the audience, right, as you listen to us, right, you might be also reflecting like certain things in your life you feel is a bit easier as compared to other things that you might find that you need more hard work and effort to do it.
Mm.
So why I say that, right? Because as we share the story about like how I noticed like, hey, is it just pure hard work that can bring us to where we want? It's a question that I started to have it when I was studying at time. And then eventually, right? Okay, I think before I said that, right? Everyone, maybe you hear about this famous quote from Edison. Say
Mm.
the person who invented lights
嗯
天才靠99分努力. That's in Chinese, right? In English, it says 1% of talent uh, relies on 99% of hard work. Okay,
oh,
so have you all heard about this statement? To say
Yeah.
that
no leh.
no, you never heard this. This is a very famous statement that my teachers and parents always tell us one. You must
No.
put in 99% of effort with 1% of talent is okay. Do you so Jiaxing, you have this, right? But how do you feel about this statement? Do you feel is true to you?
Okay, I feel like effort, hard work is not wrong. It's not wrong. Seriously, it's not wrong. Even when we want to achieve certain thing, like for example, I want to have a good body, I need to really go and do a lot of workout. But then what I feel like is wrong is like we never know how to balance it. I feel like in life, right, it's a balance that we need to learn. Everything we need to just be balanced a bit. Yeah, it's like
Hmm.
we need to enjoy the process in order just put like chong at the front, like we never enjoy and then we feel stressed, we feel frustrated and then we complain, and then I feel like it's not the point lah. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah, because
Actually, yeah.
as I
Mm,
share about, I always put a lot of effort to get what I want, but
mm.
I always not happy about it in the process or
Mm.
even I get the result. Yeah.
So
So
the key,
maybe
Hmm?
so the key
so
is
actually,
actually
I want
going
to
on
bring
it.
out a message here before I also
Yep.
ask Lucine about your point, because okay, why I said this statement, right? Even Lucine, this is your first time hearing this, right? And personally, I find that this statement is perfectly right. If you have 1% of talent, you will need 99% of hard work so that you can get success. But I
Mm,
like to tweak this equation a little bit.
mm.
What about if you have 99% of talent? Do you need just 1% of effort and hard work in order for you to get success? Can you see the shift in the angle of how you see things? So just like I said, right?
Mm.
There are certain things in life that you somehow you feel that it's easier because you feel more passionate to do it, right? So and it's easier because that's your talent. And there are certain things that in life you feel that it's more difficult. You put more hard work to do it. Because so to me it's like a play around of this equation. How many percent of talent you have, you need how many percent of hard work to fulfill it. What do you think, Lucy?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get what
yeah.
you mean.
I see where you're coming from now. It's like if you ask me to teaching English, I cannot lah. No matter how much of effort I put in, cannot. But if you come to me and ask me about energy, wah, I don't even need the preparation at all because it's part of my talent. So there is a kind of like 1% of hard work is involved only lah.
I somehow agree, but I would say right, even how I say I feel like it's how to say it's not like I mean what you say right. We shouldn't put it in a way that if you think that you are not talent on this field, you shouldn't go. Because maybe people will think, oh, if I'm not talent on this, maybe I don't want to go lah. Like Lucy said, my English not enough, then I don't want to teach lah. But then to me, right, it's like see what is our goal lor. Like for
Mm,
example, my goal is to become a public speaker and
mm.
want to talk in English, then even my English is not enough, is not good enough, right? I still need to go through the path.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
you
then
will enjoy the process, right?
yeah. I think it's more on the goal. Why is our why to go on that? It's not about because like what I say, I always not feel happy
Mm,
on what I do. It's
mm,
always because maybe I always forgot about what is my end goal, like what I want to do at the end.
mm,
Yeah. And then I never enjoy the process.
okay, so
You get
this
what
is
I
what you feel, right?
mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Because I feel like hard work is still involved, but then
Yeah, yeah, I do
maybe
agree with you.
balance.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So just like Jess initially asked, is there any subject we doing well before? So for me, I love mathematics a lot. I really love it a lot. And then I can spend whole day, whole night, and then just on purpose to analyze and then choose some challenging kind of homework. Sometime I even ask in my teenage time I will ask for more challenging kind of the questions. I keep
Mm.
on challenge myself. So for my external view lah, so like my peers or my what is that called? So my 同学 okay, it's like
Your
subordinates.
classmate.
Yeah, they will ask me, "Ayo, you why you always solving this kind of tricky mathematic? Don't you feel your brain will burn?" But for me, I find it so interesting because each of the time, sometimes I get a solution, sometimes I not. Okay, but when I'm not getting the solution, I will find people to discuss, and
Ah,
usually I find the same person same one few top students
mm.
Okay, the reason because reason being is because they can really join into the discussion. If not, the rest of people just waiting for answer to copy. So there is no chance for me to develop and sharpen what I interested in. So from this, can you see that actually the action I'm carrying out, I'm really hardworking in that.
Mm.
Really putting the action of hardworking. But for me, as an insider,
Mm.
I don't feel I really putting hardworking at all because I enjoying each and every of the single moment. I feel so challenging and I feel so much of fun in
I
each of
get
it.
what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean.
And if let's say you give me a easy questions, right, in the mathematics, I feel boring and I won't feel happy. So it's a very interesting thing. So when I look at these incidents, right, it speaks so well to my current life.
Mm.
So right now we are doing teaching the energy, helping people to really ignite that energy, or I would say bring them to live from their heart and really attract the life, that kind of life they really want, rather than they're chasing for it. So when I doing these kind of things, right, to become my career, to become a business, of course, just like Jashin saying, if your goal is become speaker, right, you realize you want, that is a advantage that you can speak well in English, right? So you decide to advance your English level. So
Mm.
that is the thing. So when I decide to really spread the goods in, the good things in energy, I really love to see how people transform their life. Just like I witnessed how Jiaqing you transform your life, right? I feel a lot of fulfillment in this. This serve me the energy from inside out. And doesn't mean that since born, right, I good in teaching energy, I good in doing business in energy. It's not like that. But I see the purpose behind it. And this is challenging. Is I tell you, I factually tell you, it's very challenging. Okay, this whole journey is very challenging. Even up to now, it's still challenging, but it's just similar like the mathematic questions I'm facing in my teenage time. Because I love this subject, because of the love, I keep on searching to advancing and that expands the boundary of my knowledge in the mathematics. I don't feel satisfied in the easiness and the simplicity. But at the same time, I don't really feel hard work at all. I enjoy each and every moment. So in fact, why hard work doesn't really bring doesn't always most of the time lah, I would say most of the time why hard work doesn't really bring a good result
Mm.
eventually is because in the very first place we neglect the most important things, which is the heart language. If let's say the things that we are doing, right, it is really like you don't enjoy at all, or you don't know the why behind the action. It's like you keep on forcing yourself to do some tasks without meanings, so you find it very hard and you don't feel enjoy. And the more hard work you're doing, right, what kind of the energy, what kind of the emotion and the feeling you are training yourself. So Jiaqing and Jace, you all know, right, I always repeat this kind of important mindset. Whatever you practice, you grow stronger, right? Do you agree with this? Yes,
Totally
right.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if let's say we are practicing hard working in the things that we don't like, so guess what? What kind of the energy we are building at? Of course, it's like unhappiness, stressful, or even blaming, like
Yes.
blaming whatever things is why the fate it not even take good at me, something like that, So yeah, so this is really the things that I found out. So it's the spark from your heart is
Spark.
so important. So yes, hard work, yeah, just like Justin is saying, hard work is nothing wrong, or it is neither right or wrong,
Mm.
but it's the underlying behind the hard work is the key. Whether you are getting what you want, is it the lifestyle or the life you are manifesting right now? Is it whatever things that you want? If let's say it's don't want, so it's nothing wrong with the hard work itself. Is come back to the underlying cause.
So can I understand? So maybe is it more like for the audience, right? Is it for the better understand about this? Is more like a perception, how you perceive hard work. Because hard work is nothing wrong with hard work, right? I mean everything we started from need to work something, take actions. But how do you define your hard work? Is it something that you don't like? Or is it something that you feel, okay, I really enjoy doing, there's a passion in it, I feel like I can do it. And it seems like as you bring in that kind of energy, you are also in the process of unleashing your potential and even your talent. It's just like those things you mentioned, right? You have not started to in your energy journey before until we met. Initially, you thought this is something like, okay, you don't know what is it, and like no idea,
Very
no
eerie.
concept, right? You also feel it's very weird. You even feel that I'm a very weird person.
Yeah, super weird.
But
Like
as you
witches or what?
but as you I mean I also I also saw your transformation as you went through this as you continue to go on this journey. You find that sorry, excuse me, the things that you're doing becomes easier and easier, right? You're sort of like also uncovering your talent in that way. So in some ways, when that's my opinion, when we are uncovering ourselves, we still need to take actions. It's a hard work. Don't mistaken that, okay, no work is needed for anything. It's not. In order for you to achieve some things, you still need to put in some actions and work. But again, is a perception and how you actually put this work. And is it like you really enjoy a process and start to in the process you start uncover, oh, this is really a passion that I really like. And you find that you don't need so much effort because you are somehow naturally good at it.
Mm.
It's like to me that this is how I find, because why I have this realization is because I'm someone who really love to learn a lot of things since young.
Mm.
So I took up a lot of different courses, like even the last few years I took up interpretation. I took up like last time I learned piano, musical, but I
Mm.
learned a few years, then I stopped. I jumped to the next one, guitar. I learned 1 2 years, I stopped and jumped to the next one. Because to me it's like, okay, I play, I need to put a lot of effort, I play. But somehow I just feel like it's a jack of all trades until I chance upon the singing bowls. The singing bowls, I never took any formal classes before when I started the journey. Then when I took it up, right, I don't know what is it, but I start playing it. Initially, it takes work again. It takes a bit of hard work. But as I do it, right, it just naturally uncover in me that, wow, it's very easy. I can start to play like different things. So in the process, right, I find that, oh, this is my realizations. In order for us to really to like something that I think is all about. I think the key question is, everyone, you need to go and find out what you are good at
Mm.
and what you really love to do, your passion. And when you find that key questions, right, that is, I think that's a key thing. And you start to really, wow, this is really my talent. And when you leverage on that, you start to see that there's no need for any very, very hard work. Because
Yeah,
every work that you do is you enjoy yourself.
yes, I think the key words is we work on what you want. There's no heart. There's no heart. So because when you enjoy in doing it, anything at all, just if let's say example, you're enjoying playing game, you won't feel hard in working on it. Right? So just like Jiaqing as well, right? So
Yeah,
you
I
enjoy.
understand.
Yeah, you
Like,
enjoy in speaking out. Do you?
uh, I do. I mean, I actually have a lot of interests that I want to really try on, like sport. I really like exercise a lot. So like I go to gym, yoga, running. Even I want to go try swimming. I mean, I know how to swim, but I didn't get any proper instructor to teach me. I just learned myself, seriously.
Okay.
Like that, just
Wow,
da, da, da,
talented,
then I just da, da, da. Yeah. So like I just like what Jay said, like you learn piano, you have the fundamental. So when you touch on the singing bowl, right, you're very easy to 上手, get
Mm.
get on it. Like my yoga journey also the same. Like now I think only almost haven't 2 months. Like a lot of movement I can do already. Like even the teacher also shocked. Like why you're so talented. But then when I think back, right, it's actually the fundamental I have when I doing other exercise, like maybe gym or stretching thing. Yeah. So I think today topic is very interesting, and I really very glad that in like my age lah, like very young. I think it's quite young lah. If you are younger than me, then calculate. So
You
yeah, I
are
feel like
super young.
because I feel like this kind of topic, this kind of mindset, we should really have like how to say implement in our culture, especially what we say like Chinese culture. Because maybe it's the pattern lah, like from the very old time you know, like Chinese from China, we all have war. So in order for people to survive, we need to work very hard, you know, do all the hard work. Like it's like body, like need to use our how to say 体力
The
Let's say,
body
Strength,
kind of.
stamina, strength.
yeah, use all our strength to exchange money back to survive. So I think this kind of like mindset or whatever behavior bring down to our current culture, which I think it's time lah to for us, like you know, all these two mentor so super mentor that we have to actually split out lah. That's why I say I need to be the ambassador for
Oh
Ishiki.
yay!
Yes.
I'm the first ambassador because I feel like what people are lack of nowadays is the ishiki, is the awareness. Like we never aware of what we want. We never aware of why we put so much effort didn't get a result. What is the what's wrong? Like losing mother, like after the skin get burned, they continue the life again. You know, it's like I realize that people are lacking of this, and this is why we really want to do more sharing on this kind of topic. And I hope this kind of topic really can benefit people lah. And yeah, and the audience here who are joining with us, I hope you guys enjoy this topic. Yeah, with us. And then this our first collaboration also. Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we forgot to actually mention our this series is called Flow from
All
Your Heart.
from the heart. Yes.
From the heart,
Yeah,
right?
from your heart.
Yeah,
Yes.
flow from your heart. 心流 in Chinese lah, which
Oh,
is
sing
what
yes.
is it called
Yes.
心流? Yeah.
Sing
So
Yes.
yeah, it's actually summarize what we're sharing today. It's like hard work doesn't have any wrong, but when you enjoy the process, right, you doesn't feel any hard
Heart
work.
at all.
Yeah, you
It
didn't
doesn't feel hard.
Yes, it's from
Yeah.
the heart.
from your heart. So it's
Yes.
HEARTWORK. Hard work.
Yes, it's not hard work. That's right. That's right. Nice one.
Yay! So for if you like to continue the journey, right, really watch out on our weekly sharing on
Sharing,
this
yes.
on this flow from your heart. So we will
Mm.
slowly give you like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 3 and so on and so forth. What is the things that you can master your energy as well, so that you can attract that kind of
Abundance.
What you
So
want in
see
life.
you.
See you
Bye
guys.
bye.